So, a question I've been asking myself recently is just how good is Andy Ruiz Jr.? Obviously, he's famous for his knockout victory or his TKO victory over Anthony Joshua, where he knocked him down 4 times. But unfortunately, he later lost the rematch. He allowed Joshua to simply jab his head off for 12 rounds. Ruiz came in at a very heavy weight. It is unknown whether he had simply been eating too much and was overweight, or if it was an attempt to try and absorb more of Joshua's power shots. Following on from his loss to Anthony Joshua, the sad truth is Andy Ruiz has been written off by many people as the fat Mexican who got lucky against Anthony Joshua. However, this annoys me as he was actually really good in that first fight against Joshua. It wasn't a lucky shot that got him the win. He outboxed Joshua in that fight in every aspect and created one of the best underdog stories in boxing ever. One of the ways Ruiz outboxed Joshua was he knew that as the shorter man, he had an advantage on the outside. Because as Anthony Joshua jabbed, obviously, as a shorter man, you've got a lot of space to come in. Before the AJ loss, Ruiz only had one loss. He lost a close split decision to Joseph Parker, who recently, of course, has beaten Deontay Wilder. In summary, I think it's a shame that we haven't seen Ruiz against more of the top heavyweights, because he showed in that first fight against Anthony Joshua that he has real skill. He is a former heavyweight champion, after all, with good boxing IQ and a huge neck, which means he has a great chin. He was rumoured to have been in negotiations with Wilder and Fury, but allegedly asked for too much money. I wonder if we'll see him on a Saudi card where obviously money isn't such an issue. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see him against. I think perhaps a redemption match with Joe Joyce, who also lost to Zhang. You know, they both got tarnished legacies, so they can both try and fight for that back. Daniel Dubois, perhaps? Obviously, he's just beat the humongous Miller, so I think that could be a very interesting fight. So, what can we learn from Andy Ruiz's career? Well, I think one of the biggest problems he's had is he hasn't stayed active. We've learned from Joshua and Parker, if you want to redeem a loss, you've got to stay active. Both of those guys fought 3 times in 2023, and although it wasn't against, the top heavyweights, wins are wins. You create momentum. So then when you do go against a big guy, you're more ready. Personally, I don't know how much we can take from the rumours about his paydays. Tyson Fury is famously a very difficult man to negotiate with. Negotiations were going well between him and Joshua before Fury stopped them because Joshua hadn't met his own imaginary deadline. The same with Usyk. Usyk agreed to a 70-30 split, but then Fury pulled out. This was obviously before the Saudi money got involved. Ultimately, I think it's unfair that Ruiz gets labelled as the fat Mexican who got lucky, because I think he showed real skill in that first Joshua fight. But, ultimately has himself to blame for not staying as active as he could have been. I wonder if we'll see him on a Saudi card anytime soon. I would like to see him, have a redemption fight, try and build back a legacy, because, as I've said, I thought he did really well in that first fight against Joshua. I mean, to knock Anthony Joshua down 4 times, that's really something. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you found it interesting. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Goodbye.